New Brunswick is full of diverse fishing experiences. Jimmy and I moved down to a more humble but no less exciting camp that is part of the fabric of my personal fishing history. The more I go fishing here, the more I realize how lucky I am to live in a place that has so much natural beauty. Well, folks, we're on the Dungarvon River in New Brunswick, Canada. I finally made it back to my Uncle Murray Allen's camp. It's 20 years since I've been here, and 20 years ago he brought me to the same place. This is called Frying Pan Pool, and actually the Department of Natural Resources in New Brunswick here have several locations like this where they capture the salmon, keep them for statistical information, and sometimes use them for broodstock to enhance the same rivers that they're in other rivers. So it's kind of a neat idea. The water's really low. And talking to the person in charge here, there's 423 fish in this pool right now. We capture them here and then release them after moose season, after September 15th. Now, but what happens is the fish come up the river this way and usually travel in the evening, and he said he's got as many as 55 fish in one evening. What happens, the fish come through this barrier, they come through and have no way of getting out until the evening, and what happens is the people come in, the workers here, and they'll grab the fish, do statistical counts, numbers, etc., and then take whatever information they need and place them into the pool, and obviously there's a whack of fish in there right now. It's a 1 hour's bumpy ride from Boys Town, New Brunswick into my uncle's camp on the Dungarvon River. We weren't there very long at all before we had our gear ready to go and headed down to the pools. No matter if you're fishing the exclusive pools on the big rivers and staying at private resorts, or casting a fly into a small pool on a tributary river, New Brunswick is truly an angling treasure. The Dungarvon River is somewhat of a famous place. An old New Brunswick folktale tells the story of a mysterious murder of a cook in a lumber camp on the Dungarvon River in the 1860s. It is said that his spirit haunted the area around the camp for some time after his death. Some say that blood-curdling whoop can still be heard echoing through the woods today. Be careful and watch out for the hooper. Sometimes it's just not about catching fish, but a night like tonight is pretty special. There's no flies, perfect temperature, lots of wildlife around here, and I'm sure we're gonna see something in our adventure to the Dungarvon River in New Brunswick. Remarkable place. Thank you to the Province of New Brunswick, Department of Tourism, and Department of Natural Resources, and a special thanks to my Uncle Murph for being such a mentor and one of the reasons why I started the Fishing Musicians. Until next time, I'm Glenn Ferguson, your host. Tight lines, keep the peace, everyone, conserve our waters, and take care.
Well said.
Cheers. Cheers for having us.
Cheers, yeah.
Can't get the fish if you light it in the water. But if you're out, don't drink, you ain't got a chance. Big bad old big thing. Can't get the fish if you light it in the water.
Hi, I'm Vince Swayze. I've been guiding and fishing on this river for about 70 years. And we're right now at Bullock's Pool on the southwest Miramichi. And it's been a pretty productive place to be fishing the last few days. We've caught a lot of fish, and there's good numbers of fish in this pool. I started in fishing when I was about 5 years old. Mother wouldn't allow me to go to the river by myself, but I would wait till my older brother got out of school and then we could go fishing.
Together, we just talk about the weather. All we ever do is complain, 'cause all my friends have had hip replacements. They slipped and fell in the floor basements. Hell, like your bones are frail. Years ago, we were stealing bases. Now all we do is have wheelchair races. Oh, all my friends have had hip replacements.
Well, there's people, mom people, what do they know? Go to work and they summarize and vacation and go to Mexico.
We bought a farm in Saskatchewan last year, so I went to see him. So when I got to the farm, it was dark and the music was blaring out of the barn. So I peeked through a crack in the door, and here's my brother doing a strip tease in front of a Massey Ferguson tractor. He was dancing all around, threw his hat in the hay, kicked his boots off, down with the bracers. I opened the door, said, "What the hell are you doing, Bob?" He said, "Well, me and the wife aren't getting along that well in the bedroom," type of thing, you know. So I went to see a therapist, and she told me to do something sexy to a tractor.
So say that you're the best. Never seen you with a fish on hand. Got a bull and a big old land. Never seen you get 'em wet. Can't get a fish if you're lying in the water. Can't catch a fish if you're lying in the water. Well, if you ride no jig, you ain't got a chance. Make that old big feel that. Can't catch a fish if you're lying in the water. Can't catch a fish if you're lying in the water. Can't catch a fish if you're lying in the water. Well, if you ride no jig, you ain't got a chance. Make that old big feel that. Can't catch a fish if you're lying in the water. Never seen you get 'em wet.
On this segment of the Fishing Musicians, I'll take you to the camp where it all started for me. The love of the outdoors started right here at the Lamba camp. Now owned by my cousin Kurt and his buddies, it was owned by my uncle. And as youngsters, we visited this place often, fishing, hunting, and created a lot of great memories to last a lifetime. I think everyone was pretty happy that Jimmy Flynn was joining us on this excursion, and I think I was even more excited to go fishing the next day.
Yes, sir. What a day, Glenn.
I heard there was a 7-pound trout, speckled trout, caught on this section last year.
There's Glenn and his cousin standing on the river. The first time they fished was 2010, and they fished this river together, boys, in 1976. It's nice to have friends that stick together over the years. Little guy. Oh, there he goes.
Picking up small ones.
We'll be right back.
Farmers don't get basements, they work from 9 to 5. Baling hay every day, just trying to stay alive. Farmers don't get basements, what I heard her say. Can't afford to face it, boy, on this kind of day. Talk about farmer, hey, and did you know? It wasn't for the farmer, your children wouldn't grow. It wasn't for the farmer, you couldn't write this song. So clap your hands, stomp your feet, and come and sing along. Oh, farmers don't get basements, don't work from 9 to 5.
Well, Jimmy, there was an awful lot of weird Sam Squanch noises coming out of the camp last night.
Sam Squanch? What's a Sam Squanch?
It's an upriver wine monkey.
I never heard bracket like that in my life. Now, you folks ever go camping like we do with a bunch of fellows, and you got one or two guys that really snore bad, wear one of your boots in your socks for 3 or 4 days and get it just right. But when he starts snoring, he falls asleep, just lay it across his nose.
Oh yeah, it's going to be wide enough.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.